Western is a world-class university with one of the best academic libraries in the country. All this is made possible by a team of very talented librarians and archivists.
This week, however, they're asking for student support in regards to their possible strike. TV Western reporters interview streeters on their opinions of this matter.
Can you please tell us a little bit about what you're doing today?
Well, this is an information picket, and it's designed to get the word out that the librarians and archivists here at Western are trying to achieve a fair and equitable contract settlement. They've been without a contract since July 1st of this year and have been in negotiations trying to achieve that. Unfortunately, conciliation failed, and so while negotiations continue, we're trying to get the word out and get student support to ensure that the librarians and archivists get what is a fair and equitable settlement for them.
What would be your preferential outcome of this?
Well, an end to the strike. But what we really want is for the librarians and archivists to be treated as professionals. These are world-class librarians and archivists, and they have achieved that recognition in surveys. 2 years running, they are the #1 ranked library system in the country among academic libraries, and yet they remain the lowest paid in the country. We want that changed. We also want the contract language that will acknowledge their professionalism in regards to their job security. Currently there's language that the employer is trying to put forward that would lessen their job security, and we don't think that's fair for a professional group.
Are there any risks to this if, in case this does become like a strike, like a full-out strike?
Well, I don't know about risks. I wouldn't put it in those terms, but for sure, the withdrawal of the services provided by librarians and archivists here at Western would have an impact. Students and faculty rely on their work to help them put together their research projects, help them find things, etc. They are the people who make the university run. They are at the heart of the project of a university, which is to create knowledge and disseminate it to others. They're all about that. And without them, I know as faculty, my job is much more difficult, and I know for students that their job of learning and completing their work, assignments, etc., is much more difficult as well.
Are you aware of the potential librarian strike?
Yes, I heard about it through the UW email account.
Yeah, same here. I heard about it last night.
Yes, I only heard about it from the email that was sent out yesterday. So.
Yes, I am.
Yep.
Yeah, they've been picketing outside quite a bit. Yeah.
Yes, I am aware of the potential librarian strike.
If there's a strike, do you think it will affect you?
I think the only way that it would is if the librarians are on the picket line kind of trying to prevent students from going into the library, which that will prevent obviously a lot of students going into the library and wanting to study on campus, which I think will have a negative impact on all students.
I don't really use many services in the library. I usually just go there and study, so I don't really mind crossing the picket line if I have to.
Not so much, because I usually only use the library to work in the cubicles or work on campus. I don't actually talk to the librarians that much or take out books.
Well, I have a lot of papers due soon, and I don't know if I'd be able to get the help that I need if they go on strike.
And I agree that even in MIT and being a third-year student, sometimes I need a little bit of reminder of how to do certain projects. There's things that are a little bit more hidden in the library that sometimes you just need help with.
Really affect me that much. I don't really head to the library that much, and most of my textbooks I've bought, so.
Same thing, pretty much.
Me, I don't go to the library very often, but I know that the majority of students here do access the library, so I think that it'll affect the general student population quite a bit.
Do you think Google has replaced librarians?
I think for a lot of people it has. I know myself, I have very rarely used the actual services the librarians do commit, so I do use most of my studying online. So yeah, in a way it has.
Yeah, I use Google a lot for like when I'm first researching, but then I do use the library services, like the databases online, but I never really go up to the library and ask her like where this book is or anything. It's usually just online.
To some extent, yeah, I think for initial research, they definitely have. Maybe for further down research where you actually need primary articles, then the librarians might be more useful, but I think initially Google probably has replaced them.
No.
No, I don't think so. I think that, yeah, we can go on the internet ourselves and look things up, but you're not always going to get the answers that you need. And there are knowledgeable people that went to school and got degrees to help you to figure out where you can get information and get it off, the libraries. And if you don't have their knowledgeable help, Google can't help you.
It's just so much easier to use Google. Like all you do is you type in like a question, boom, you get the answer, right?
It's more efficient. You can just do it right from home instead of going all the way to the library and finding a book.
Yeah.
I don't think Google could ever replace librarians. They offer a very unique sort of experience at the library, and they're very helpful in ways that I think Google could never be.